want no problem for salsa. One mojito blue, two mojito blue, y con three mojito, the salsa is very good.
Airbnb after a busy day in Havana, and the city is absolutely stunning. The old city is vibrant and colorful, and the people are nice. They are friendly and they just want to help you, or most of them. But we had a little problem with 2 or 3 guys that basically robbed us, but we can't really call it a robbery because we kind of got ourselves into the situation. And the thing is that first off, there was one guy that came up to us and he started asking us where we were staying, what we were doing, where we were from, stuff like that. And then the second guy came along when the first guy had disappeared, and he's saying, hey, I'm the neighbor of your host, but he isn't really. So basically he was making that up to make himself believable. He didn't speak very good English, so we didn't understand what he was saying, but what we got is that he told us there was some festival downtown that we didn't know about, and that he could take us there in a taxi. He started walking along with us until some car pulled up, and they chatted a little bit in Spanish, so we didn't get it because we don't speak Spanish. And then the car took us and the guy with us to some house. And that wasn't something we expected, really. He had just been talking about some cigar factory and the festival downtown. So we went inside the house, not knowing exactly what was going on. And then once we got into the apartment he was leading us to, they wouldn't let us out unless we bought some cigars. But aside from this incident, the day has been super great. The weather is great. All the other people we have met have just been genuine people, willing to help out. We look very touristic here, so we have a lot of people coming up to us trying to sell us something, but most of them just end up chatting, giving us some advice on what to do. Tomorrow we're gonna stay in the city as well and explore it a little more. And the first thing that I need to do is to find some sunglasses because I can't see anything. But without further ado, let's do a house tour. Getting back into the house after our 3rd day in Cuba, and it's been absolutely great. I finally found myself some sunglasses. The seller told me they were Ray-Bans. I don't know if I should believe him or not because I bought them for $15, and right now I'm about to make me some coffee. The only cups I found were these tiny cups, but the machine here, the coffee machine, is genius. It's one of those guys. I don't know if you know these machines, but it's electric, so it just connects to the socket right here, and no need for a stove. It is 7:45 and we are waiting for our bus to arrive. Today we are going to Vinales, which is a very beautiful place in Cuba. It's one of the main places where they produce tobacco for the cigars, and the landscape there is just beautiful. We couldn't find any way to get there other than a bus because we are not old enough to rent a car. So it's gonna be a very touristic day. at tobacco farm. That's where they dry the leaves before they can be wrapped into cigars that make the brands like CUBA and the famous Cuban cigars. Making coffee to start the day off. Let's put you down here. Close me. Yesterday we finished the day in Vinales and my camera died halfway through the tour, so I ran out of battery and couldn't record anymore. But I also realized that I have been recording most of the vlog in 720. So if you're still watching and you'll notice a strange quality, bear with me, it won't be like this all the time. If you're planning to go to Cuba, there are 3 things that are really important. First off, you need to be prepared that you won't have any access to Wi-Fi, or it's very limited. You can buy Wi-Fi cards at the hotels, but it's kind of expensive if you're gonna use it a lot. So I would recommend finishing off everything you would need to do, but I really enjoyed not having any Wi-Fi. It kind of makes the vacation more enjoyable. You're more present and you enjoy the things that you are seeing and experiencing without being constantly disturbed by a phone or the constant connection that we have. Secondly, I would recommend doing a good research on what you want to do, because you won't be able to do it here, and if you don't speak good Spanish, it's very hard to get information on what to do and where to go. So I would do the research before you come and have a good plan on what you're gonna do while you stay here. The last tip is that if you don't agree with the Cuban political system, I would not tell the people that you disagree, because they're very proud of the system and proud of the revolution and everything that's happened. I read before I came to Cuba that you should not tell the people if you disagree with any part of their political system, and I haven't done it and I haven't had any problems, so I would advise you to do the same if you're planning to go to Cuba. Now we're just heading for the airport. We are done in Cuba. We are going to New York for 2 days, and we're gonna try to do as much as we can in those 2 days. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the New York vlog.